What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today, TGIF. And for those that are religious, happy something. Forget what it is, but that's okay. Today we're going to focus on gaming plays. Okay, we're going to take a look at my 10 gaming plays that I want to put in your radar because I think, as has been my thesis since I started accumulating the bull run the bear run and the bear market in 2022, in June 2022, when I started buying back into the market. 3 narratives that I think are going to be hot this bull run are going to be real world assets, artificial intelligence, and gaming. So recently RWA tokens projects have been moving, have seen their day in the sun. It seems like maybe now they might be starting to cool off and starting to first signs of consolidation. So now which one is going to be the next narrative to pump? And maybe eventually it's going to be gaming, but maybe the very next one will be gaming. And so I want to put these 10 plays on your radar. And I'm also going to quickly talk about the new VRA update, VRA's Veracity, regarding their proof of view tokens. Obviously the community is in an uproar because they want to make it a 2-token system, but it looks pretty interesting. These guys are smart, and it looks very bullish to me. And so without further ado, let's do this. Bitcoin, let's just check in really quickly. Essentially consolidating, right? It's consolidating, nothing really new to report. Over the weekend, we're gonna close the monthly, right? We're gonna close on Sunday. We're gonna close the monthly and the weekly chart. So Monday, we'll take a look at Bitcoin on the monthly and weekly to see how that looks. Okay, but right now, look, it's just in a really tight zone within a zone, right? Just above this line, body's just above this line, which is pretty good. Just a couple of wicks there, but again, body's just above it, and really not going lately above 71,667. Okay, so just in a really tight zone. Let's see what happens if it breaks down, or if it breaks up, or more sideways. My bet is either more sideways or it breaks up, at least making one attempt to break up here, and hopefully we do. We'll see, time will tell, depends on a lot of factors. Okay, so let's just go right to it. Veracity came up with this update 4 hours ago. Just interesting regarding the proof of view migration and new tokenomics. They say they're probably going to put it on the Tron network. Okay, that's the biggest contender. You should go read this. I posted it on my YouTube. You can follow me. On my Twitter. I'm sorry. You can follow me, or X, whatever you want to call it, at Fred Velez Crypto, to read it. All right, or just look up Veracity, Veracity Tech. What's it called? Veracity Tech. Yes. VRASITY Tech, TECH, at Veracity Tech, and you should see their update. Can read it, but just the big things is that they're gonna move to do a 2-token system. Okay, and this is important right here. We have carefully planned dual token features, rewards mechanisms, and token economics to ensure that POVs, that's the name of the second token, proof of views, tradability does not reduce the functionality of, demand for, or debase in any way VRA as a token. Quite the opposite. They believe POV will enhance and create new opportunities for the VRA ecosystem. All right, as well as increasing the rate at which Veracity can be burned. And to me, honestly, after reading all of this, it's a few minute read. Okay, after reading all of this, guys, I really think Veracity can now, with relative ease, get to $1. Okay, definitely worth a read. All right, so it'd be interesting to see what you come away with thinking of it, of this development. I think it's very bullish. I think it's extremely bullish. And again, I think now it really increases the probabilities of Veracity token reaching $1. But of course, the community is, some people are upset, people don't understand things, and people are stupid, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Those of us that can see it a little bit more clearly see opportunity. And if you're like me, you see that Veracity can probably pump to $1. All right, maybe not right now, but at the height of a bull run is what I'm saying. And right now it's just under a penny. Playing with this line, right? I thought maybe we could stay right here, but we're under. Do we come back down here to 0.007? I don't know. Interesting these two numbers here, because another one down this line is going to be doing something similar. But I think unless the market drops, or unless the community gets really upset about this, which I don't think so, I think from here is where we start going back up, and eventually we're going to start testing this line again, the upper part of this channel, and eventually break on through to the other side. All right, Veracity is also could be considered a gaming play, so that's number one. All right. But let's start with the top 10. So that's the bonus. All right. So let's start with my 10 plays. All right. Synverse, which actually right now, if I look at my top 10 holdings, let's see. I mean, if I look at it in order of my holdings, I think Synverse is now above Creo. Is it? Yes, it is. All right. Synverse is above Creo right now. Interesting. Okay, so Synverse at a penny, Creo 15 cents, Nakamoto Games, GHX, Gamercoin GHX, which it is a gaming play, but it's also a couple other things. It's also AI, and it's also GPU and DPIN. Okay, Soonverse incubator, just like Creo engine. FabWelt, kind of a shooter, but they also have more games. Compete, they have a couple of games. Citus, where is it? Citus at 11 cents. Carrot is the next one, which is where are we here? Alaska Gold Rush right here, and Blink Galaxy. Okay. That is the order of my portfolio, with the most value going all the way down. Okay, except with the Veracity, I didn't figure that in there. It's actually below. It's actually below Creo, and just below. It's actually just below Naka, and above GHX. Between those two. All right, in terms of the ranking of my portfolio. But now we're just gonna go down this way. Synverse. Take a look at this. Okay. Good area, guys. Again, I don't know if we come back down here, but it wouldn't surprise me if we do at 0.007, make like kind of a W, finish up the shoulder, and move on up. Or it could be that we just move on up from here. Notice the similar thing as VRA. It's at a penny. Do we hold a penny, or do we come down to 0.007, which are actually the both what VRA is actually looking like as well. But I think right now my bias is that we hold on around here and we move up. But again, it wouldn't surprise me if we do drop down here to 0.007. How do you fix that dilemma? Dollar cost averaging. Next, Creo. After getting out of this triangle, we moved up, and it looks like we're sideways consolidating, but grinding up. Creo engine, also an incubator at 15 cents. As you can see, it has pumped up strongly, and now it's just a consolidation, but it has moved up a little bit, and I think eventually it's gonna start moving up, guys. Okay, when these gaming tokens have their day in the sun, these things are going to pump hard as well, guys. The most volatile sector, meme coins, and then after that, gaming. Okay, Creo within crypto. Next, Nakamoto Games. Nice little drop right here. Nice little drop. Getting close to my 199 buy on my second round of buys in Nakamoto Games. I bought at 42 cents, and my big bag is at 42 cents. So I'm well in profits in Nakamoto Games. I'm well in profits pretty much on all of these, with the exception of Sin and Soon. Anyways, Nakamoto Games could be this year's or this cycle's Axie Infinity. $2.10 is the best price it's been in a little while, in a couple of weeks at least. And so it would be a pretty interesting. It would be a pretty good place to DCA in. Although it could be that we retest this line right here, which is at $1.97. Although, as you can see right here, it has wicked a couple of times. Dropped below, that was during the KuCoin thing, but it has wicked a couple of times. So maybe we base out here and start moving up from there. Good area to buy. Nakamoto Games, great project. GHX. Although not necessarily low cap anymore, I should mention that low caps to me are $50 million and under, ideally way under $50 million. But Nakamoto Games is like 100 or 200 million already. So, but I did pick it up when it was below that. So but still, it can still move. Like I said, it could be this cycle's Axie Infinity. Next, GHX Gamer Token. After a nice run up, right? After a nice run up, it is consolidating. During this run up, it has consolidated, but this consolidation periods don't last too long. Let's see this one. This one might be the longest one. Let's see how long that is. 25 days. Let's see how long this one is really quickly. Say consolidation up to right here, and then nice 25 days, 24 days. Let's see how long this one is so far. $13 days. 25 days would bring it out more or less to, I'll say right there, April, 11th of April. Could it be the gaming plays are gonna start moving up this April? That'd be cool. 11th April. So I mean, you still got some time maybe to get into this project. We'll do your research first, and if you like it, this is actually a good time while it's consolidating at 20 cents, because I think it's got a lot more upside to go. All these projects honestly have a lot more upside to go, or else I wouldn't be in them. Soonverse, and I wouldn't be bringing them to your attention. Soonverse, another type of incubator. I'm up only a little bit, so I mean, it's still in this consolidation. After this pump, this is a long consolidation, relatively long consolidation. Everything's relative, isn't it? 85 days. A lot of these are like in 85 days, and if you've noticed, and some of them after about 115 days they finally start pumping. Could it be that something similar would be happening? If so, then you have an idea of when would 115 days be. The end of April. All right, so maybe it's before, maybe it's sometime in April. 100 days would be the middle of April. So interesting, but sooner or later, and probably more sooner than later, these things are going to pump. All right, these consolidation periods don't last forever, although the longer the better, because that means the higher they're going to go. But once we break out of this little area right here, guys, I see a lot of clear skies. Soonverse, great project. Fabwelt shooter game. It's got I think some more games. I have to go check the website. I haven't checked it out in a while, what they have going on as far as the new games. But Arsenal, I have seen it. Looks good, looks fun. It's a shooter. I mean, what more do you want? Fabwelt, it's relatively lagging, right? Although it has moved off the lows, right? But what I like about this, if you do this, is that it's moving up, higher low, higher low, higher low. Right, and this is a nice little pump right here. So I mean, if this is an indication, then we should continuously see the grind up more. Okay, and eventually, once we get out of this area again, and we tested it, this area right here that you can see, maybe at 30 something cents, 40 cents. It's I'm sorry, not 40, 3 or 4 cents. Then a lot of clear skies. Pretty bullish though, pretty bullish. I mean, it's since the beginning of this year. I mean, since the beginning of January 2023. It's gone. It's been going up and up and up and up and up and up. Higher high, higher high, higher high. So, I mean, while it's consolidating, and it'd be a great place to pick it up before it starts grinding up again, But you have time. It seems like it's just a nice slow grind up, and I like that, because a big pump sometimes then comes the big dump. All right, because what goes up must come down, guys. So if it's slowly going up like that, although it's not sexy and not like wow cool, it's pretty good. It's still pretty good. You're still up, right? It's just a little slower, the slow grind up, which is fine. Like I said, sometimes that's more preferable. How much am I up on this? 169% on a slow grind. All right, and if I mention it up here, where it's been recently, the local little wick up here, 456%, guys. All right, low market cap Fabwelt in gaming, definitely want to take a look at. Compete, I've talked enough about it. As you can see, the chart looks pretty good. Let's take a look at from right here. Again, another bullish one, similar to Fabwelt, right? Just grinding up, although this one, what is it called? This basically, I forget what it's called, the gradient or the rise. Basically, the rise is a little bit steeper, so that's pretty cool. But still, same type of thing, right? Grinding. We're actually underneath this line right here. If you could see this line right here, like that. Right now we're underneath it, but we spent a lot of time above it, just slightly below it, above it, not as much as up here. and right below it. So I can envision something that eventually it's going to pump up here and get up there and get up higher. All right, so Compete, good project. If you take a look at the games and stuff, I think you'll be impressed. Citus, next one. Citus is actually looking good right now. Citus looks like it might be an early mover in this. And after a long consolidation, how long is the consolidation? 113 days, guys. All right, 113 days. And now it's starting to move up. 3 days of consolidation, another buying opportunity in the last 3 days, and now it's looking like in 1 day it's getting back all those 3 days of losses so far. We'll see if it can continue. I like seeing that. Citus is a good game, and I think it's going to do really well. Also, Carrot, Alaska Gold Rush. This is an interesting point on where it's at. Look at this channel right here, okay? And we got out of it. Well, yeah, fake out just above this 0.014. Back down to the bottom part of where this channel meets this descending line right here. So I mean, I think it's a good area of support. As you can see, there's a little wick. Hopefully we don't come back down. If we can keep it, then I think, you know, from here we base and we're gonna move up eventually. Maybe not just right away, but if everything starts taking off, from here is where this project will take off as well. All right, as far as I can see. And finally, GQ, Galactic Quadrant, or Blink Galaxy, at all-time lows, essentially at all-time lows. I mean, that's a gift, especially if you feel as though after doing your homework, the project is fundamentally sound, strong, and can do well in a bull run. So far, it's just done this, but that's okay. Team apparently is very hardworking. The community is behind it. It just needs probably a little bit more marketing. It needs some type of buzz. It'll come, hopefully, and people playing the game, so that they know to play the game, and from what I understand, the game is good. The game is addicting, and that's a big plus. There's more than one game. There's more than one game because this is I believe the currency of like 4 games. The last time I checked, I have to go back and check again. But I do follow a few of the community members, and they're very bullish on this project, okay? And they really like the gameplay on the games that they play. But as you can see, we've been going down this ascending line forever, and so far we haven't been able to get over it. A few fake outs, but eventually we will. And once we do, I think this thing is going to pump up pretty strongly. At least get up to here eventually, 0.008, which would be from current levels 4x, an easy 4x as far as I can see. All right, cool. So that's all of them, guys. All right. I gave you the info on Veracity, and it could be considered a gaming play, so that would be like number 11 or a bonus, whatever. But the 10 that I mentioned: Sinverse, Creo, Nakamoto Games, GHX, Gamercoin, Soonverse, Welt, Fabwelt, Compete, Citus, Carrot, and GQ, guys. Yes, I just got a haircut. Pretty cool. My barber's pretty awesome. Does lines and stuff like that, and keeps me looking fresh. Nice little taper. Yeah, gotta look fresh, guys. Just to hang out at home. But that's it, because I really spend just pretty much most of my time in my office, just looking at crypto, looking at projects, looking at my portfolio, just absorbing as much information as I can so that I can analyze it in my head and kind of give you how I see it. All right, share that information with you guys. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel, and all that stuff helps. Greatly appreciate it. Other than that, have yourself a great weekend. We'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one. Peace.